This is a huge loss. I want to bring in India Today's consultant editor Rajdeep Sardesai. Rajdeep, over the past 3 decades and more, you've seen Arun Jaitley very, very closely, former Finance Minister of India. And how do you recall him at this point of time? What do you recall the most about him, Rajdeep?
You know, all I can say, Gaurav, is that we will all miss him. As journalists in particular, as someone who was a man for all seasons, both for the BJP and indeed for politics in this country, someone who was a bridge builder. At a time of a polarized political environment, Arun Jaitley was the rare leader who had friends on all sides. He was highly networked. He represented, in a sense, that old breed of politics, of politicians who had the ability, unique ability to reach out to people across segments. You know, he was an extremely articulate lawyer, an extremely effective spokesperson, a very strong leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha, and then, of course, became finance and defense minister. But in all these various roles that he played, I think the one thing that always stood out for me was Arun Jaitley's unique ability to actually be able to make the transition so effortlessly. It was almost as if, you know, he had these multiple, he was really an all-rounder in the truest sense of the word. You know, his politics was based on his ability to be able to be a crisis manager for Prime Minister Modi, but even before that, an extremely effective spokesperson for the BJP. So whenever the party was in trouble, they turned to Arun Jaitley as a consensus builder. And I think that's a very rare quality to have in today's politics, which is why I think he'll be much missed, particularly as media persons. Whenever we wanted to know the backstory of a news event, I would always turn to Arun Jaitley. You know, he had, he loved to speak, he loved to talk, and loved to share details. And that's why, as journalists in particular, we'll miss him. I think the BJP and Mr. Modi will miss him greatly, because he had the unique ability to reach out to adversaries, and there aren't too many people in the BJP who can claim to play that role.
Rajdeep, chief troubleshooter, the go-to man, not just between 2014 and 2019, more important, Rajdeep, before 2014, in the run-up to that crucial 2014 elections, he played a very crucial role in paving the way for Narendra Modi and Amit Shah to be in a position to be in that position to form the next government, Rajdeep, to lead the BJP legally.
I would say he was never a mass leader, Gaurav. If you remember, in 2014, he contested from Amritsar and lost. What he did have, though, is that he had both the legal brain,
yes,
as well as the political nous, as you rightly said, to, in a way, handle tricky situations for the Prime Minister and the BJP. He was someone who could very articulately defend his party and the government situation in any and every situation, because he had such good links with the media. He was able to communicate information in an extremely media-friendly manner. And that's what made him a go-to person, a person whom Mr. Modi particularly implicitly relied on, not just in 2014, but even in 2002, when Modi was being targeted by various critics. It was Mr. Jaitley who was there, who stood by him, both when it came to the legal matters as well as handling the political damage control, which is why I think Mr. Modi had a personal equation with Arun Jaitley. He, I think, is someone whom Mr. Modi will miss greatly at a time like this.
That is true. Paulami Saha joins me on the broadcast. And Paulami, we have the Union Home Minister who's returning from Hyderabad. The Union Defence Minister has also reacted. We have a reaction from Rajnath Singh that's also coming in.
That's right. Gaurav, tributes are, of course, pouring in from cross-sections of society, from the political spectrum as well, for the departed soul, for former Finance Minister Mr. Arun Jaitley. The Congress has tweeted out from its official handle. It says, "We are deeply saddened to hear the passing away of Shri Arun Jaitley. Our condolences to his family. Our thoughts and prayers are with them in this time of grief." Arun Jaitley, of course, is survived by his wife and 2 children, a son and a daughter. Here, of course, news reports coming in of Mr. Jaitley's untimely demise. Rajnath Singh, Defence Minister, has tweeted, "Arun Jaitley ji served the nation in several capacities and he was an asset to the government and the party organisation. He always had a deep and clear understanding of the issues of the day. His knowledge and articulation won him several friends." Like we were discussing, across Treasury and opposition benches, Arun Jaitley had many friends. Of course, tributes pouring in all across from various sections of society. Mamata Banerjee, West Bengal Chief Minister and TMC Chief, has tweeted, "Extremely saddened at the passing away of Arun Jaitley ji after a battle bravely borne. An outstanding parliamentarian and a brilliant lawyer, appreciated across parties. His contribution to Indian polity will be remembered. My condolences to his wife, children, friends and admirers." So Gaurav, tributes are pouring in from across cross-sections of society, like I said, for the departed soul.
Stay with me for a moment. I quickly